And we're back. Day number 37 of the bulk. And today was technically supposed to be a rest day. However, I completed the second part of yesterday's workout, which you saw in the video yesterday, today. So I got some extra back work in, thickness exercises, some rear delt and trapezius, and feeling pretty good, feeling a little tired, feeling sore, fatigued. So what I'm going to do is take tomorrow as a true rest day, and then the day after that I'm going to hit legs. And right now I'm going to the park to get my cardio in. I've been doing my cardio outdoors for the most part, which it's really been pleasant. It's like 70 degrees right now. Beautiful outside. But, you know, why not take advantage of it? That's how I feel. But anyways, I'm changing some things up over this next week. Now, what you guys need to remember is I've been lifting, exercising, working out, and on and off dieting for the better part of 15 years, right? Since I was 12 years old. I think the first time that I went in the gym, I was probably maybe even second grade, but you know, really getting after it in the gym consistently was when I would be training for football, starting as a sixth grader, maybe fifth grader. But point being, I've been in this game for a while. I know how my body reacts to certain training styles, and I know when to change things up and make adjustments. Now, as far as the dieting goes, this is really the first time that I've put myself in a true bulk, where it's been just dedicated to gaining size, tissue, mass. And with that comes a little bit of a trial and error period, a period where you need to, okay, we've been doing this for, I guess, we're on day 37 now. That's over a month and a week. Let's start to regroup, assess, reassess, and come up with a strategic plan to move forward. What do we need to change in order to get better? What are we doing that is going correct? And, where are we at? Kind of just a regroup and a strategy meeting with myself, being my own coach. With that all being in consideration, I'm going to make a tweak for the next week. So today I am pushing food like I have been the last pretty much 5 weeks, but the last 2-3 weeks I've been pushing food pretty hard. This upcoming week I'm going to pull back on the food, starting with tomorrow and the rest day. I'm thinking I'm going to fast all day, and then the subsequent 6 days I'll be eating at maintenance, clean foods. It'll probably be a cup, maybe a little under maintenance. To be honest, I'll probably be in a little bit of a deficit. But I'll do that for a week, and then after that, we'll go right back to pushing food. And the biggest reason why I'm doing this is from a performance standpoint. I feel like my performance has decreased a little bit. First off, strength. I know you guys have seen the last couple videos. My strength hasn't gone down, of course. There's no real chance for it to go down with the amount of calories that I'm taking in, but it hasn't increased like it had been the last few weeks. So there's a bit of a lull in my strength gains, and my volume, my ability to complete volume has definitely decreased. I'm definitely feeling that decrease. So I think it's because I'm forcing food a little bit too high, coming a little too hot and heavy with the food. And I think it's weighing me down a little bit. I'm definitely full every workout. I'm incredibly pumped every workout, which feels fantastic. But I want to get my performance. I want to be more lethal when it comes to my workouts. So I'm going to take a week off of pushing the food, come down to probably just under maintenance, and recover some of my appetite, which my appetite, I have no problem with the appetite. Everything's good besides the performance in the gym. So I'm going to see if take a week of a reset, see if it can up my performance. Best case scenario, it does, and then we're right back to pushing the food. But don't want to lose any weight in this period. Right around 220 right now, and I want to stay there, and then after this week we'll go back up to push and try to get 230, 240, 250. Who knows how high we'll go, but for now I think I need to pull it back on the food just a little bit so I can get in the gym and perform the way I am used to. So that's the story. And I know that I said in the prelude to this whole bulk that our number one enemy is mini cuts, but I've also changed my strategy from that beginning sequence. And you know, I tell you guys this all the time. That's one of the reasons why you need a coach. First and foremost, you need to have somebody that can make adjustments for you, has been around this thing as long as needed in order to properly assess what's going on with your physique and what changes need to be made. But also, from my perspective, if I change something, I have to be able to think on my feet and change again if needed. So I changed to the fact that I wasn't so much of a lean bulk. I started getting into more of a pure bulk, just putting on mass, size. And while I have liked the results it's given me, as far as mass and tissue gain, performance-wise, it's hindered me. And I think it's because I'm not eating the cleanest foods, and I'm always just so full that my body it's using so much energy to digest. It's not being saved for the workouts or in the gym or anything like that. So that's the story. That's what's new. That's what's going to change. And I think, quite honestly, in this week, my body composition will probably shape up a little bit. I think that it'll be a good, rest for my body to kind of take some tension off the digestive system. I don't think I'm going to cut back too much on my workouts or, my training schedule. But we're also going to play that by ear. This is kind of turning into a pseudo deload week, which great massive benefits to deloading. So we'll see how one thing that it is kind of a deload in that I'm not pushing the weight to get a progressive overload. I'm kind of maintaining. So it's not a deload, it's a maintain week. I'm maintaining the weights that I'm lifting. I am maintaining the food that I'm eating, and hopefully increasing the volume and getting in there and getting 2.5 hour workouts in without a hitch. Because that's what I'm used to. You guys have seen on the channel. I mean, of course it's a cut, so I'm lighter. I mean, think about it, 25 pounds, basically lighter on the cut. I'm going to be more nimble. I'm not going to be as tired, as lethargic. That's just what happens when you gain weight quickly. So we're adjusting the dials. We're playing with the ebb and flow. And, it's like a stock sheet. You just want to make sure that mountain keeps going up. You're going to have some good days, some bad days, but you just want to ensure you're always moving in a positive direction. And that's for sure happening. I'm just making these minute adjustments in order to become as optimal as possible. And it's fun. This is part of the fun of the experiment that I'm conducting on my body, and the fact that I'm trying to present the best physique possible. And right now we're in a mass gaining phase. Next year, probably starting in February, I'll start the cut again, and then by next May we'll be looking absolutely insane because I put the work in and trusted the bulk, which is what we're going through right now. So it's all about the journey, one step at a time, one day at a time, one workout at a time, one meal at a time, one moment at a time. It's truly a beautiful thing. So I'm pulling up to the park. It's kind of late, so it's kind of dark outside. We'll see how long I go. I think they have lights, so it shouldn't be too bad. But love you guys for sticking with me. This is just the beginning. Just imagine, I know my physique looks pretty good now. Imagine when I have that true Greek god level physique, the kind of numbers we'll be pulling in. It'll be fantastic. But anyways, like I said, appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in every single day. And we will see you in the next one.